So guys, I have been studying the line chart. Actually, I said that I will never trade the line chart because I thought I didn't understand it. But one thing that is beautiful about the brain is once you train your mind or train your brain or even train your eyes to see certain things, you're gonna see them everywhere. Like I can look at trees and see a head and shoulders pattern. I can look at mountains and see a head and shoulders pattern. I can look at something and see an engulfing pattern. It's just amazing what the mind can do. So when I first started trading, I said that what is this line chart thing? I was actually taught to um, use my trend line to cap off those major, points, because those major points meant something. But then after you were to mark them off, you were supposed to go and change it back to the candlestick. So let me show you what that will look like. See? But look at it with the line chart. Okay? And I think I like it actually. Not to say that I'll trade with it all the time, but I am gonna keep a bear chart, GU. That's my favorite pair to trade. But yeah, just being able to look at this and mark it and follow it and pretty much know. Let me see. I guess I'll mark it here and here because this right here will be a false breakout, you know. And what I'm trying to do is do this not having color, not showing that, yes, this is an uptrend and this is your pullback. This is a downtrend. But I mean, this is a bull and this is a bear. But just knowing in your mind that this is bullish because it's an uptrend and this has been broken and now this is bearish. So apparently these would be bearish too, but just let me test it to see because I want to, okay, I'm going to change my candle colors first. Let me change them. To do that, we're just going to right click on any part of the computer, any empty space, and go to properties. And I'm going to make my bear. And this is what I want you guys to do. Play with your charts because you're going to get better and better with everything that you do as long as you're putting the time in to do that. So see, I was right. So this is why I want to train my eyes for these line charts because like I said, this has to be read. Why? Because it's coming down. It's hit a peak and it's coming down. So again, let's look at the candlesticks here and you see that little area is red. Okay. What I didn't get was this wick. Interesting. So this like wicks are rejection, it's noise. And so again, you don't get that wick. So see, the wick can be confusing to some people. I'm thinking I'm liking this a little bit. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to trade it. I'm going to try to keep up with it. Let me see what it looks like on a daily. This will be, look where I marked it. Okay. This is very interesting to me. And I think I like it. What I'm going to do is, so let me remove this. Better yet, let me use it. I'll use it and fix it the way it should be, or the way I would see it. So, since we don't have any wicks, I am actually touching here, 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 and here. So let's look at this on if this was the candlestick chart. Interesting. Interesting. I think I'm liking this, and I think I'm going to try to place a trade using it. So now that I know on a daily chart, I am no longer making higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, I have started to, and this is what you definitely want to do. You want to be able to, let me double click this so that I can grab it. I'm going to mark this off. I'm going to remove this one. When you want to remove a trend line, just double click it, and as long as you see these little notches show up on it, you can right click and go in here. You can either delete it or you can go in here to, name it. So let's just name this the daily on line chart. Okay, so anytime I put my cursor on it, it will remind me of what this is. Okay, so but I think you guys, I'm liking this because once trading starts making sense to you, all forms of trading is going to start making sense to you if it's on a chart, meaning stocks, Forex, whichever, it doesn't matter. If you can read the charts, you can read the charts. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a trend line from here to here, because what I'm doing is, well, actually, let me take it up. Because what I'm doing is, I'm seeing that, okay, we are no longer making higher highs and higher lows, which tells us that we're in an uptrend. It has been broken at this point. It has been broken. And now it's making, since we're going low, lower highs and lower lows. Well, what we will be doing, though, we have to wait until this, well, not this, but this needs to come lower than this to really confirm for me that we are going, because we've made a lower high here, but this low did not get lower than this low. So let's check it out on a 4-hour chart and see what this looks like. So it came back up here. So again, this low did not surpass this low yet. And this is not giving me all. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, this low did not surpass this low. So here we are again. But it was rejected here. This is a false breakout. So let's look at it on a candlestick chart. Oh, look at that. I think I like this, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, I was scared to use the line chart at first. And I have not tapped into the bar chart, but just let's take a look at it. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see. These are your charts. You can make it do whatever you want it to do. I'm looking at the bar chart, and I'm thinking I could learn this. I could learn the bar chart. I do know what false breakouts look like, though. This came up, but then it came back down. It was, it came back down. It was rejected. This whole little thing, it did not continue to make higher highs and higher lows. So that just tells me that I am believing that we are in a downtrend now. And what I'm going to test is adding, yeah, let me do that. Let's just add an indicator. Why not? Let's just fill this whole thing out. Okay, so when I'm using an indicator, if I'm going to go to custom moving averages. And so right now I'm going to go to my 50 because the 50 is what I use, but I use it exponential so that I can see what's happening right away. I'm going to put that purple royalty. I love it. No, that's really not purple. I could use that or dark violet or that one. Let's just use, this is kind of dark and I won't be able to see it. So I'm going to go with my medium orchid like I normally do. And for the width, I'm going to make it maybe 3. And let's select OK. Prices underneath here on a 4-hour chart. Let's go to the 1 hour. Price is definitely underneath here. Now let's look at this again on the line chart. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. This is my 1 hour chart. This is my 4 hour. Let's see. Price is rejected. False breakout rejected. Prices come beneath here. This definitely has to be red, right? Because this is bearish movement. Bearish is down. We know that. So let's just take a glance on the candlestick. And I'm sure I'll be doing this until I get used to it. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? I'm liking this. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Oh, I'm liking it. This is my 1 hour, my 4 hour, and my daily. I'm liking this a lot. Okay. All right. Let me stop. I'm excited because every time you learn something new about trading, and when you see that you are growing and you are, doing things that, because once you learn how to trade, you feel like, okay, you know pretty much everything because you're profitable. But when you start digging into something that you're kind of unfamiliar with, since you know how to trade, it's like, okay, well, let me see what I was afraid about with the line chart. And even here with the bar charts. I'm not used to this one yet. I haven't tapped into it yet, but I'm sure eventually I will make a video on the bar chart because I'm going to dip and dab into them. But I don't know what made me look at this line chart. I just looked at it and said, oh, I know what this is doing, so I guess my next challenge would be for me to actually take trades on here and just follow it and follow it with what I know has to be true of what the markets are doing. I know that when I looked here on this daily, what had to be taking place. Let me zoom out just a little bit so that we can get a full view. I know that, like I said, we were in an uptrend here on this line chart. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit more. Why not? Here we go. I see that we were in an uptrend on our daily, on our line chart. And I see that when price broke my trend line here, that it did not give me, I was no longer doing higher highs and higher lows, but I got a lower high here. See, it came down, here go my lower high, but this didn't give me a lower low, but nevertheless it still didn't come above here. So yeah, I'm feeling myself on this one, and I think I'm gonna start, trying to trade this and knowing that when my price is doing certain things, I will, like prices above here and prices touching my trend line. But if you know me and you know how I trade, you know that I do always use my number 8 and my number 21 EMA. So I'm going to put them here, and those are going to be the only other things that I use. Now, I will not make them big like I do on the other ones, I will, let's say I'll put this number 1. And I'll make my input, of course, 21 for this one, and still my exponential. So I'm going to put that here. Okay, and so last but not least, my number 8. And you know my number 8 is blue. And I'm going to, so for the width for this, I think I'm going to leave it because I'm already on a line chart and I don't want to have too much going on. I just want to, okay, there we go. Oh, guys, I think I like this because let me tell you why. When I'm looking at it this way, this is price. So you don't have to be fearful of seeing the pullback in a different color because that scares some people. You know, you can just, hey, as long as this green line is above the blue, which is price, you know, you don't see the candles. Let me show you if this was the candlestick chart. See that? See how it can be a little scary for some that don't know? You know, you get this pullback and then, you know, price comes back above and you can ride it up. For those of you who can't see it, I'm going to zoom in so you can. You got to puff this out in order to be able to scroll. Okay, see how you have your prices coming above this. Of course, you had your pullback. This will scare the life out of some people. Here you are again, you're coming back up. You have a pullback here. But my thing is, if you are, just look at it, guys. Just look at it. Okay, just look at it. This can scare some people, all of this. But if you are just looking at the line above these, just let's look at it that way. See? Okay, the green line is above here. And when it's not, you're out. Okay? And you just wait. I think I'm going to trade it. I think I'm going to trade it. Okay, let's look at it. Price is above the blue again here. It came back down here, but it didn't close or come beneath it. So it just continued to the upside. And then, of course, we know that if it's going against the grain, this is the grain, uptrend is the grain. So this, you know, this has to be red, right? On the candle chart. Let's look at it. We're looking at this piece. So let me put my vertical line here. So this should be red right here. I love it. I love it. Let's do it. We're gonna, yeah, let's do it. All right, guys, that's it. Just coming to show you, hey, when you start trading, try different things, and whatever works for you. Don't listen to anyone else because everyone trades differently. And I'm not even saying listen to me when it comes to the line chart because right now this can be so confusing for you. But what I'm saying is, as you learn how to trade, don't be afraid to try different things. And this one right here, I'm not going to be afraid to try this. All right, y'all have a good day. I was not expecting this video to go this long, but yeah, have a good day.